Okay, I want to go. I want to go back, and I did have. Use interact button in inventory to inspect item. Interact button. Oh, oops. Oh. Oh. I feel like I had some keys, right? Double click. Okay.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, it almost looks like the electronic patterns inside a radio computer or an old filament memory, but not quite.
I can talk to him from here?
Gone.
Oh, no. What's the meaning of this tattoo?
For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone close to the victim might know.
Put the photo away. Okay. Oh, right here. Key to room 1. I see. So let's wake that guy up. He's got some questions to answer.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
An hour?
Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself.
I've been secretly thinking about it all this time. Actually, should I be thinking about this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out too well for me. Now that you mention it, I do need a rum and lemonade. I'd love for Gart to serve me up a beverage. This one.
Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade into yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off the counter.
No way. Oh no.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then. It would go well with those cigarettes. That's a great combination. The worker is in a deep slumber. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness.
Lieutenant, who is this?
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns and operates the harbor.
But why is he sleeping during the day?
Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
Wake him up. Ruckus talking to God. And I need 13 physical instrument. See, physical instrument, so I'm gonna get a +4 to anything I do here. Anything I roll. And I can try multiple times. Yep.
There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Wake up. No words, just a primordial scream. Okay, wake up. This is an order. I am the law.
Why the yelling man?
The 30-something man slowly lifts his head and gives you a pensive look. You're alive. You looked out for the long count there. I just wanted to see what would happen if I yelled. I need you to answer some questions right now.
Really? You woke me up for that? Fine. What is it, officer?
The worker gives you a vacant stare, then groans.
Officer, even after a rude awakening, this dock worker respects the police more than they usually do, at least.
See anything interesting in your dreams? Tell me about Wild Pines. Point to the writing on his overalls. Why are you sleeping here while the others are out striking? Who's behind organizing the strike? What about the dead body in the yard? Yours? Points at the bottle and the spilt rum. Who's behind organizing the strike?
We are. The workers. The union. We know what we need. What's right for us.
You mean there's no leader? Oh, alright. I guess that makes sense somehow. You mean there's no leader?
Okay. I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart. Knows how to negotiate. He's got our back.
Everard. What's that? He is the union leader. Tell me about Wild Pines.
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
How's that going?
How's it going?
The dock worker lets out a big yawn, then stares at the cafeteria's terrace doors. Some fingerprints glisten on the glass.
Haven't you noticed what's going on outside?
I'm not sure what you mean.
We're in the middle of a strike down at the harbour, trying to force some sense into the executive board of Wild Pines. For one, I could use some more shut-eye in the mornings. Right to work, right to sleep, I say.
He rubs his eyes and sighs. Okay. What about the dead body in the yard?
Yeah, what about it?
You seem cool with it. Do you have many of those hanging from the trees here? Say the first one.
You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, a third one gets eaten by stray dogs.
He respites.
If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern?
Someone has to look into it. Looks like I'm that someone. Tell me what you know. Well, little point asking you about the body then. I've got other questions. Nah.
I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead.
You have a pretty solid feeling that the man's not just mouthing off. He's strong, but even he has reasons to be cautious here.
The trouble is already here. Or how else would you call a dead man hanging from a tree? What trouble?
You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer to keep it this way.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook. So Union people think he was a killer, he thinks. Even sleepy hair. This doesn't help a lot, but it's something. Good work, detective.
I think what I choose makes this add up. See anything interesting in your dreams?
Thank God, no.
Was it a fathomless darkness into which we ought to be deferred like corpses to a mausoleum? Was it pure nothing, your consciousness no larger than a single grain of malt? Tell me, was it a bliss free of X somethings? You're right.
The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his tanned forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir. But when I'm out, then I'm really out. No malt grains or whatever, no poetry stuff, just quality time.
A little me time in the abyssal pelagic zone. You can never return to it now. Only detective work remains. Wakefulness and detection.
Abyssal pelagic? The hell? Why are you sleeping here while the others are out striking?
They got it. Majorette's got it. He's guarding the gate. Or just getting some sleep. Or was.
Alright, calm down.
The way he says Measurehead implies ultimate trust in this head reckoner's physical prowess. He seems like a worthy rival. You should slay him.
Jesus. Yours? Point at the bottle and the spilt rum.
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty. Sorry about that, pal.
Alright, I'll let you sleep.
The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table, in sweet sleep.
Summer door closed for the winter.
The door is closed.
Knock.
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
I'm so alone. Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me. Beauty, don't abandon me in all this ugliness. Swallow the emotion.
The door is closed.
Knock again.
Still no answer.
Knock again, much harder.
Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. He doesn't like where this is going. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
Get a nice guy on her. Yes, suppressed urge. Nah, punch the door, punch the door.
You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a hole. The door sits sturdily in the frame, and your fist hurts. This was all a very good, normal thing to do.
Stop that.
The lieutenant sounds angry. Try the handle.
This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Yeah, I'm crazy. Knock again, much harder.
Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick... He doesn't like where this is going. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
Suppress the urge.
The murmur in your ears recedes slowly. Your breathing normalizes. That's one lucky door.
Okay.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Announces the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed to you, it's addressed to the lieutenant. Why are you addressing my partner like that? Hey, I know. Rejavo. That's where we are. Revacho. I don't know how they say that again.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Chill. Rejavo. Chill, dude. He didn't ask for all that.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Limbo? What's going on here?
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave.
Jeez.
But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Fucking A, Kim. I've got your back. Give the lieutenant a punch on the shoulder. Well, I think we'll learn something here. Smile at the lorryman. Now that's settled, we have a couple of questions. Alright, we'll do this. Just this once.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
Oh, we're gonna have to take him out.
The lieutenant lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
He waits impassively, cigarette smoldering between his fingers. What was that argument all about? What are you holding? Gotta smoke? Say gotta smoke.
No.
Alright, we're gonna have to pack this guy out.
He's got a smoke right there in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage.
Then I'm gonna need the one you're smoking.
Can't have it.
Hand it over. I'm confiscating it as evidence.
Evidence of what? I haven't done anything.
He puts out his cigarette and flicks the tiny stub toward the street. Cool. Rub your hands together. I changed my mind anyway.
I bet.
His cool gaze pierces deep with noxious effluence wafting in the surrounded air.
Sorry I couldn't be of any help.
He gives you an ambivalently mocking half nod. What was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
I get it. Someone has to be the unpopular guy. Oh, so you're just a racist, makes sense. To be honest, I can't really remember what that means. Please explain. On second thought, let's talk about something else. Let's do this.
People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Jeez. Okay, what else have you thought up? Yes, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design. Okay, what else have you thought up?
So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority. They stop competing for resources.
Okay, and?
This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kips are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Wait, what's this cultural victory?
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any motetos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves. It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
Yeah, I think I can get down with racism. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
The man gives you a disgusted look. then turns his attention elsewhere, ignoring your presence. Jump jams. A popular. I can't see it. A glossy magazine. Most able-bodied men. This issue holds a top 10 list. There's something going on there. Oh no, they are much hunkier than you. You shouldn't feel threatened by handsome men. Don't be silly. What the hell did I just... Moolah. You can't win this. Just let us work. We had a deal. We can work here. The lorries probably stored fuel here. Now they store booze.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Grad factory of magnets and miracles. U49. Look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers and insignia?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
What about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
The lieutenant nods towards the racist lorry driver. You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy? A slightly scared, racist lorryman.
Leave. Moolah. I'm not getting any real money though. Can't see how much cash I have. What is that? This here.
Scab?
Call me Menana. Asked the man with jolly eyes tilting his head.
What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
No, I don't want to deal with this again. Did you just call me a bag? What exactly is a scab? Yeah, I'm a scab. Poor and downtrodden. Wave your fist. Right to work. I'm not a scab. I am a cop. Say that.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab.
His smile deepens his wrinkles even more.
Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money."
He chuckles, then realizes.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I've come to Martini's investigating a murder. Hey, you're the man in boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about the armor. I need to know what's behind these gates. I'm exploring. I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it? What's the strike about anyway? I've come to Martinique to investigate a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
It's actually very fun and easy. You're right, it's almost impossible. I'm 91% sure I'll never get it solved. Whisper, I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe you want to help me solve it by telling me who did it.
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
He gives you a sly smile.
Should we? He's nice. I don't like nice.
Hey, you're the man in boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about the armor.
The little boy had it good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cop's in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
The probe into the armor, what did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
He explains with a wry smile.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Hold up, 4 pieces? Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots? What about the leggings? I'm going to find 1 piece of it. 1 is enough. I'm ambitious. I'm going to find all of it. All the pieces. Let's see, the first one.
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
I'm ambitious.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing, but okay. Let's find all of it.
And Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
So, Kuno used us to what? Scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He contemplates taking a swig from his flask.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
Thank you for the cooperation, sir.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
What's the strike about anyway?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He smiles.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the Union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
I need to know what's behind these gates. I'm exploring.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
He gazes over the roundabout with a glint of longing. Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
He takes a swig and points up the stairs with his flask. That's simple. I just walk in,
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
past Measurehead. Oh, I didn't know I was up here. I didn't see that.
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini Supremus is there. Walk right past him.
Oh, he's trying to set me up. Just surrounded by chicks. What's going on here?
Then press the button to unlock the door.
Aha.
Then go past him again.
Okay.
And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
For some reason it doesn't seem like it's going to be that easy. Gotcha. I think I have some questions for you first.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
He flips a coin towards you. Hand-eye coordination. Let's go ahead. Let's do this.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Appreciate it.
Always glad to help out the RCM.
That is...
Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to...
He nods towards the protesters.
You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though.
The Union has problems getting by. Every little bit helps, you know. Gotta spend money to make money.
Nothing to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess. Cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter, is all. Supplies should last the strike, though.
Every little bit helps, you know.
I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs.
He looks at them in disbelief. Nice talk. Gotta get moving. Alright, let's see what this... This is the gate? It says GRIH.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man his size. I am the law. What's going on here? Looks like too much. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns towards you. Turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay then, I'm thinking no.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work!
He chants at the gates.
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
He leans closer. Okay, what kind of a cause are we talking about? I don't think I've chosen any sides yet. Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
He bellows to the gates.
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points his finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, Scott.
The loitering man hollers in return. I want to get into the harbor too. What is a strike? Who are all these strike breakers? What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you are unable to reach the entrance.
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
He points at the dock worker idling on the staircase. Have you considered storming in, like all of you?
Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
The man rubs his jaw, a perfect, lightly bearded square wedge. I want to get into the harbor too. Who are all these strike breakers?
Honest men and women, with rights, to work, to be useful. Not toys for corporate interests.
The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
He starts bellowing. What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
He shifts uncomfortably in his workers' overalls. What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
Okay, so... Okay.
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape.
Look how tight his shirt is, crazy.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Ill-fitting? What does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
He's been hired.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Okay, I gotta ask. Where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
Deep set suspicion drips from every syllable. Curiosity, going to figure out this strike mess. Routine part of the investigation.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
His eyes narrow. Already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
A bouncer? Where? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know. Sweet, I know bars. Been thrown out from several. Maybe that's why you seem familiar. I don't really drink, but work has taken me to some. Which one was it?
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Not right now. Never heard of it. Are you lying?
We're done here. I have a strike to break.
He squints at you. A little spark of violence gutters in his eyes. Then he blinks and turns to his men. We're done here. Okay. There you go. Alright. Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips too. A melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What is this machine?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
The clerk looks up out of her magazine. Yes, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
She knits her brow, confused. I see. And how do I pick up tear for the tear machine?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so...
She shrugs awkwardly.
Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there. Somewhere.
She points outside. Alright, you're under arrest.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
She returns to her magazine.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Before we go on, what is this Frit?
I don't know. Frit?
And why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
She chews on her gum with disgust. What magazine are you reading?
You mean this?
She looks at the cover, boasting a colourful photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Stupid famous people. I approve of this very futuristic. Tap on the girls kissing. Forget about all that. What this is? Fashion police feature? Point at the cover. I'm not even interested in that magazine. I don't know why I asked about it. What the hell? Let's say this here.
She pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods. The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half-smile.
Let's proceed. I have some questions for you.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but
She puts down the magazine. Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so
Do you know the man who died? How long has it been there? What do you think happened? Oh,
not really.
Does it mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
How long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
She scratches her nose. Thank you for your help.
Uh-huh.
She brushes a strand of hair off her face and tries to return to her magazine.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
What do these products do?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is...
She stops.
I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Can you be a little more specific?
No, sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
She chews her bubblegum absent-mindedly.
Nosafed heals +1 health. Duramine heals +3 health. Magnesium heals +1 morale. Hypnogamma heals +3 morale.
Wonder if I should get this.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
I am in heaven. I need it all so bad. Say nothing. Just take it in. This is not a good place for a recovering addict. Say nothing. Just take it in.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
She comments as you eye the goods behind her.
Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work. Know this, you will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
Can't afford anything. Please tell me more about these products. Do you sell any under-the-counter vices?
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
She fixes her hair underneath her cap. Please tell me more about these products.
The pale aged vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong.
What is pale?
You know.
She shrugs, uninterested in explaining it further.
Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Let's concentrate on what's important here.
Okay, what will consuming this stuff do to my body?
I mean, I already said it'd hurt you. I don't know what else they do.
She stares at you, unsure.
Substances give powerful bonuses to your main stats at the cost of damage to your health or morale. Cigarettes raise your intellect while damaging your health. Alcohol raises physique while damaging your morale. Use medication, like Nosafed and magnesium, to counteract the negative effects of substances. Note: consuming substances can have unforeseen consequences for you.
Okay. Let's get...
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with...
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Who is Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste. You know, the pharmaceuticals company.
She nods slowly at the cabinet.
Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one. There.
She points to the cabinet. Everyone is just rude.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
What's that? Point to the raincoat.
What is what? It's a raincoat.
The girl leans over the counter to see what you're referring to.
If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Where the hell is the raincoat? Leave. I still got the gloves on, that's crazy. Interfacing. Wait, it gives me stats. Buff. Oh. Minuses here. So what's this? Oh! No! Revert. Skill points. Experience. Skill points 1? Is that... yeah? Okay. It's a lot to choose from. Wait. Alright, before I talk to Measurehead, looked at these, right? Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. What I want to do... I want to go through that secret place I found.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet.
Open the door.
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Kim, what are we looking at? What is this machine?
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
He nods at the cabin.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat.
I crashed mine, right? Look around the cabin again.
In the cabin, You see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pull out the pull-out toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Take the red-tipped pry bar. Take the rubber-handled chain cutters. Take the hand-cranked flashlight. Oh. If I could only take one. I'll take the chain cutters.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand.
Let's take them all.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Cold and heavy, like truth. You feel like you're reunited with truth once more. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Take the hand-cranked flashlight.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
Push in the pull-out toolbox.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Run your fingers over one of the steering levers.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
Tap on the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
He says and jingles his keys.
Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
I don't know if I want to pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Hi Alice, this is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I kind of want to do both of these then. Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5, this is 41st, come in, over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
Hi, this is me here. I work at your station.
10-4, what's your status? Over.
My status?
10-18, 10-20, over.
What the fuck? Please just talk human to me. These numbers mean nothing to me.
State your message, sir. Over.
I'm in dire need of financial assistance.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
Is it him? What does he want?
A dry voice asks in the background.
He says he needs money.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
Oh no, the operator turns back to you. It's paramount to the investigation that you grant me more money.
He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Request denied, sir. Over.
Nothing is working.
Please, I'm begging you here. I don't even have a place to sleep tonight.
He says he's in trouble. Doesn't have a place to sleep.
Well, I guess he'd better crack the case before sundown then.
Gee.
Vigmar said...
Who cares what this Vic Mayor said? Pull on their heartstrings. Enough, officer. This begging is below your dignity.
Okay. Okay, I heard you. No funds.
Anything else, sir? Over.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, repeat message. Over.
My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 1022 the captain. Over.
1022, the captain? This sounds bad. Bad and scary. Like being called to the headmaster's office in school.
Any other good news?
He's saying he lost his badge.
He what? He lost his badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
He says, fighting off laughter.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Come on, operator, tell them to stop. This is serious. Haha, officer has lost his badge. Haha, like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge. Can't we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done. Let's say this.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh god damn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vigmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
What's my name? Come on, operator, tell them to stop. This is serious.
He's asking you to stop, says this is serious.
Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite Officer Vigmar concurs, losing your badge is serious. Over.
Can't we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Could you all please just stop saying lost his badge for a moment? Enough of this. Now, I have other things to discuss. Okay, they're not gonna say my name.
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
The room at the other end of the line erupts in volcanic laughter.
Sergeant Person was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
Say nothing.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it.
You can hear laughter in the background. Enough with this now. I have other things to discuss.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
The speaker grasps for air.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
Oh, God, it's not here.
Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
Don't sweat it, Bratan! You don't need a gun to have fun! We can still have fun! It's not all over!
10-9, coming officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Drama 1. Drama 1. And I need to roll 11. Let's try.
Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain.
No, of course I didn't lose my fun gun. Fuck it. I didn't lose my gun.
He says he didn't lose his gun. Or his fun, whatever that means.
Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not his fun. Just the gun will do.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over.
The fuck do you need a gun for? Look at the pythons on your arms. You are a gun. The biggest one in the world.
So, I can't revert that now. Yeah. That was a bad use of a point. But, it's cool.
Oh, request a description, huh? We'll give him one. Describe the plasma gun.
For starters, it's massive. Got flared cooling vents along the front and hydrogen flasks sticking out too. Whisper to Lieutenant Kim, what are you packing? It's a gun? What can I say? A regular goddamn murder weapon. You know how they are. Bang bang. Trick question. I'm a martial artist. My entire body is one big gun. Look, I don't have it, alright? I don't have my gun. Okay, let's whisper to Kim. See if Kim will help us.
It's a single-shot kill A9. An armistice, to be precise.
This is definitely not my gun.
Says it's a kill 9mm armistice.
Armistice? What, is he a fucking... Clearly he doesn't have his Villiers anymore. Dear God, he lost his gun? Oh my, I can't.
The man succumbs to laughter again.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his... Ask him if he still got his wiener.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
Now is a good time to say fuck and ass and so on. That'll make this all right.
Yes, I've lost my wiener too. Just lay off, okay? I left it at his mama's after I fucked her ass all night. Tell him that. I don't need to listen to this. Firewalker out. Hey, let's go with this one.
That's a negative. Not going to say that. Over.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got.
Sure her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate?
Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims that you made about his mother. Over.
Hey, if you don't like the fallout, maybe don't fuck with the Firewalker.
Like he says, you shouldn't have antagonized the Firewalker in the first place.
Who?
The disbelief in Rick Mayor's voice is overwhelming.
Satellite Officer V.
Firewalker.
I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as Firewater, sir.
Firewater? He's lost it. Fuck it. Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only thing that matters.
Satellite Officer V.
I heard him, and I'm on it.
10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
They're static.
Oh God,
The man is fighting back tears.
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
What's there to think about?
You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Hold on, are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself. I wanted to know if you got my badge's description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth. Please refer to me with my full name in the future. Any news about my family? Have I ever told you about my life before the RCM? It's one of these two. I wanted to know if you got my badge's description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth.
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Wow.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over.
Please refer to me with my full name in the future.
10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
Stop calling me sir and just use my real goddamn name, will you?
What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Okay. Yeah, let's wrap this up.
Understood, sir. Over.
That's all for now.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
The static ends with a loud click, and everything is silent in the cabin.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier, around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter, when Officer Judith Minnow enters. Her left arm is in bandages, and her hair trimmed short.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
She asks, startled. Jean Lequimer turns to her and says,
What happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He's lost his badge and his sidearm. He seemed confused, delirious even.
He stops to think.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner, Chester McLean, near the entrance.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some gnarly shit there. I mean, before he started begging for money, it was...
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
The commotion dies down. All eyes turn to Satellite Officer Vicquemere.
We must help him.
Minot looks down at her neatly polished black shoes. There is a quiet firmness to her voice when she speaks.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
The crowd in the room has started fidgeting uncomfortably. Someone's trying to slip out unnoticed.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words.
He gestures Torsten to block the doorway, then turns to Minot. Those were his words. He sighs heavily and turns to address the room.
This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain, or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to pull his shit together.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Old boy lights another cigarette.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Vicquemere turns to the others.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
Close the door. Okay.